Hello, everyone. It is I, Debonair, and you know me as the host of this here channel known as Indie Year, a show where we help you get your games up and running as fast as we possibly can. And as you all know, we are here trying to make video games in the hopes of being able to make it a entire career. And what we need to understand is that not only should we be making video games in order to achieve that goal, but we should be making applications if we can. And so today I'm going to embark on a journey, and I'm hoping that you guys will follow as we make a application that will allow people to make their very own VTubers. If that sounds like something you are into, you know what to do. But if you do not yet know what to do, please make sure that you comment and subscribe. In the hopes of growing this channel, do understand that if you want to be able to easily make video games, the BB docs will be released once we get to 1,000 subscribers. However, if you guys would like to pay for my services, links will be in the description where I will assist you guys. So let's get into it. Let's first establish, if you don't know yet, what a VTuber is. Um, and of course, Google says it a little bit better than I can. VTuber stands for virtual YouTubers. Um, and they are online entertainers who are typically YouTubers or live streamers. And me personally, when it comes to VTubers, I think quite honestly that although their personalities are relatively awesome and fun, um, they're of people that I don't necessarily care about. Now, when YouTube was in its conception, there were normally regular people, regular, average, everyday people posting content to the site. But of course, the mainstream media has taken over. And I think the same can possibly be said for the gaming landscape, the anime landscape, things of that nature. If it's not already well known, it is highly probable that it won't be well known for a long time. You know, nobody can really predict what's necessarily going to catch on all the time, right? But I think us as game developers, we can always ride the train of nostalgia. So I'm currently working on a channel for my specific video game that I'm making, known as BattleNet Wars. And the main character is going to be my character, of course, my original OC, but the world that they inhabit, the area that they inhabit specifically, is known from Mega Man Battle Network. And Mega Man.exe is the main character. So what I figure I'm going to do here today is I'm going to begin making him into a fully fledged character. All right. And I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do that from start to scratch. And ultimately, this character is going to end up being a VTuber. All right. So now the cool thing here is that we do not have to search all over the web for everything. In fact, some of these things have already been made for us, which is awesome. And I'm going to show you guys from scratch, even though I already have this character. But just for you here, we're going to work with a brand spanking new character. So we're going to go to my favorite place, VG Resource. It is a place where you can get some of the original models for some of the best video games. And we're going directly to the model resource page. From there, we can type in what I normally type in, which is Mega Man Battle Network. But you can do that with any character you want. And the way that I'm going to design the way we're going to design this whole system is so that the characters will be customizable because, as I stated before, although we're making a VTuber, I'm specifically making a VTuber app. What does this mean? This means that an individual who downloads this app will be able to make their very own VTuber. All right. and control their VTuber. The only thing that won't happen is they won't be able to, um, because of the limitations of the technology that I'm using, they won't be able to hear their voice come out of the VTuber. And that's where they're going to need like OBS and things of that nature. So now we already have the model downloaded, and I'm opening the model right now, getting ready to unzip it. I'm gonna extract it to my downloads folder. You guys can't see it right now, and I'm sorry my setup's looking a little messy today. I got all these cups. I'm always drinking, trying to stay hydrated. All right, so I've extracted that. All right, I just wanted to make sure that you guys could see it from scratch. So now what I'm gonna have to do, character model. Now what I'm gonna have to do is we're gonna have to chop this character up. Awesome, they already have it set up as the OBJ. Oh, they put some new models in here. There weren't any these models in here before. So it looks like, oh, that's spectacular. We have the one, I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on. Let me drag it over here. Okay, so we have, hopefully I didn't get a virus. But we have the one here with the mask on. Look at that. Okay. We have one here with the mask off. All right. Let's see what this other one is. Oh, with the eyes open. Okay. Now originally, at least in the one that I downloaded, they had the eyes were connected. The eyes were stuck. So, but that's pretty good. That's pretty awesome. I'm definitely appreciative of this. So these are our models, and right now they don't have any animations in them. So to keep the project simple right now, I'm going to just focus on the head, but in the future we're actually going to do the entire body. And so now that we have our character model, matter of fact, I probably should have left that on the screen for you guys to. But now that we have our character model, um, I think what we definitely need to do is put him. Well, first we're gonna have to make this head. We're gonna have to take this head and chop it up, so that we can at least have the character able to see. So we're going to open Blender. All right, and I'm gonna hope that my computer doesn't blow up. All right, let's close that. Let us switch. Let me see if I could switch to my other screen. All right, so we're going to switch to the other screen, and I guess I'll be able to just turn one on and one off. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, and let me make sure my video capture. Nope. All right, where's my camera? Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go to the other screen. All right, and here we're in Blender right now. I'm going to go into my downloads folder, and import the OBJ. Download Mega. What was it called? It's called Mobile Mega Man. It's from Mega Man X Dive. There's Armored Capsule, Walnut, Mega Man.exe. Okay. And we're going to import. I'm going to import the one with the eyes, with his eyes open, I believe. Let me make sure. Yeah, there we go. We already have the character. All right. So voila. All right. I've done this before, chopping off all the parts that we don't need. So we select character. We hit edit mode, and we just highlight all of the parts that we're not going to be using. Whoops. Let's de-highlight that. I also like to do a make it translucent, transparent, so we can kill everything, chop off everything right in the line of sight. Right? And I believe this the way that I'm going about doing this to me personally is a much easier thing due to what I currently do or what I currently know about um developing video games and things of that nature. Because a lot of other people end up having to go through all this other stuff with 3D models and things of that nature, and they end up having to use other programs that I really don't use most of the time. So I figured this would be a much easier solution. Um, but also, if now that I think about it, um, they use a lot of programs I don't normally use. And I think those programs are just a wee bit convoluted for the average everyday person. But this, what I have right here, the way we're going to accomplish this, especially since you're watching me, is a little bit easier. Now, their programs that they normally use for VTubing normally has things like head tracking and things of that, and stuff like that. I don't really want any head tracking. And now I think about it, I should have probably kept his shoulders, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so we go to object mode, and let me see if these eyes are really, yeah, these eyes are really grafted on. I think the PNG files have to open and closed eyes. Um, so really the hardest part is going to be the mouth. Getting the mouth to open and close. Um, so let me think about this. Okay, we're going to want the mouth to open or close, so that does mean probably going to need to separate the mouth. So go into edit mode, and I'm going to I still want to, wait. Still want to see everything. Tap. Yeah, we still have I mean, we still have the mouth here. And so I'm going to have to edit that out or separate that somehow and have a mouth for this character so that he can talk, because that's going to be our most important part. And then also we're going to have to separate the eyes so that he can look around. Although the way, I don't know, it's so weird. I've made eyes before, and to me the eyes always were looking at me, but these eyes are not. That's different. I wonder how did they accomplish that. Now that we do have the head here, we're going to take and set the origin to the center of mass, and we're going to set that center of mass to 0, all the location points, and boom, now it's pretty much perfect for what we're going to use it for. All right, so now we could I think I still need different eyes, to be honest with you. So you know what? To make it blink, we don't need different eyes. To make them look around, we do need different eyes though. But that's if I want to make it look around. Do I want to make him look around? I don't think I want to make him look around just yet, at least not with his eyes. Um, but basically every part that you're going to want to move, you're going to want to still separate that part. So eyes should be separated, lips should be separated. Yes, so there's so many different ways to really approach making this character. But I figured turning the head is going to be easy. Turning the head will be easy. Um, what else will be making them blink won't be necessarily easy. But making them blink won't necessarily be easy. But it's blinking and talking. So talking is really going to be the most important part. So once we figure out talking, everything else. So let's see. Okay, so right here, I think I'm going to go into texture paint mode. Going to go into the model and find the lips right here. And actually, I think I want to darken them. I take and make black. Sit here and we want to be clear. Okay, and now that's much better. It's much more noticeable. Now next, I'm gonna go to the model. I'm gonna check to see if I can. If I separate the lips. No, we can't separate lines here. Um. hmm. So yes, this may be a picture thing. Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll just see what happens if I delete. It looks a little different, a little different. I do understand. I'm kind. I have had this idea, so I'm kind of fleshing it out. So you guys getting this raw video, this is what it looks like when you make a bunch of mistakes when you're doing a bunch of mess. That's definitely what I'm doing right now. So we'll just put that back, and we will. First of all, let's test something out. We test how well I can manipulate the model when it comes to the mouth. Like, see, this looks kind of upside down to me. This. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, and then I can like draw inside and stuff, right? As a matter of fact, I think what is this? I think I could change the kind of brush I'm using. That do it like this, and yeah, just fill it in. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we could put the tongue in there and things like that, right? So I just take a bunch of these. I had to take a bunch of these and yeah, that didn't come out too bad. I gotta draw teeth and tongue, right? So if I go like that, and then I give him like a I mean, it works. And if we take some white-ish, like white, brighten it up a little, give him like teeth, right? Oh wait, is he? It looks doesn't look too bad, but it is not the best. But yeah, I think I can like fill that in. Right, fill all that in. I think it does it better on this side. Uh, I'm starting. I think I like it. I think I like it. Yeah, and we just have different pictures flashing every once in a while when it's time to talk. Um, I think that could work. I think that could definitely work. Though for some reason it's looking less Mega Man, less Mega Man.exe to me as I had all that. Okay, so let's get out of there. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, so we know we can manipulate it. So that'll mean that we're going to need multiples of these faces in order to get the talk effect on. So what I'm going to do is going to keep this face file for OBJ, put it in that same folder, and we're just going to say, I'm going to call it full head. Okay. Next, I'm going to go and edit it and just only have I think I'm only going to have the um really only need the mouth because that's the part I'm going to manipulate all the time. So how can we do this? Because I want it to be kind of perfect. Oh, matter of fact, I'll just make an entire model. So we'll say full head, and this one will be with mouth open. So we'll just take, and as I did before, we're just going to open or draw on the whole mouth. Oh, that's nice and solid. And we'll say we're gonna export this with OBJ. It'll be full head. We'll say mouth open. Oh, why didn't it? Oh, I didn't. Oh, full head. Oh, and it just went away. That's very odd. Okay. Save that here. Oh, and you know what though? With the one with the mouth open may not. Wow. There we go. Yeah, I figured as much. Okay, so the one with the mouth open did not do that because the edit that I made needs to be saved onto a needs to be saved onto in the texture paint section. Yeah, it needs to be saved right here. So let me see. I'm hoping that this doesn't mess up what I already have. So let's see, save and file, port, paste, open. I'm gonna try this. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't look too bad when we look at the other one. See my other display doesn't look too bad. But it's good it came out there like that. So now quickly I'm going to exit, so don't save. I could save, but I'm not going to save. I'm going to open my special tool known as um Buildbox. Now hopefully it opens. Now normally I have to open another one. At least lately, that's what I've been having. So I'm thinking about uninstalling it and reinstalling it, seeing if that fixes any of the problems. All right, I'm gonna open up the Task Manager. That one, that one open, and again, hope my game doesn't blow up. I'm gonna begin with a let's see. I'm gonna begin with a 3D world. It's a plain average everyday 3D world, and we're going to take our new models and place them in here. So we have the full head OBJ, which is going to be an object right now. All right, we're going to import that. And I'm hoping that one of these PNGs, because I think when it saves a PNG, yeah, dang, this one saved the mouth open. This PNG, this one is saved with, I think, a mask or something. And I should have duplicated the original. So need to back click when extract the PNG that didn't. Yeah, that's the right. Okay, cool. Um, so now that we have this one, we just drag and drop it onto our character in the texture section right here. Okay. Remember that this is going to be dynamic. So since it's dynamic, we don't want that yet. We don't want the head falling. So we're just going to put static. Okay, so it stays right there. Then we're going to take. It looks like we can take and bring the same head in actually. Now that I think about it, so we didn't need the two of the same we didn't need two models. We just needed two of the PNGs. So really, I could have just changed the PNG files instead of doing what it is that I'm doing now. But nonetheless, we'll bring back in the same character model. Only this time we will put the new we'll put the new one on the one with the mouth open. Make sure this is the one. The one. Going to our texture section, drop PNG files. Make sure they're the PNG files. So as we can see here, we have one head open mouth, one head closed mouth. I think I'm gonna go back into, is that, oh, I didn't go into blend. Um, I want it to be more prominent on the character model. Lips to like be noticeable. So I'm going here and I'm take and take a copy. Paste it here. But you guys can't see. I should have put something new there. So now what we do is we will have one both of them in the same spot. So that's at 2. All right, I'm gonna put it at 4 because I want you guys to be able to see it. Have the other character the same, have the other character at 4. Or the other head at 4. And now you can't see one. Right? They perfectly align on top of each other. And now in order to get the character to talk, or the character to appear as if he's talking, that's what I'm ultimately going for. We're going to basically change the visibility of each indivisible character model. Okay, so let me see. We have this character. We have this character. So go inside. We'll look for what we know how to do first, which is visibility. Setting visibility. And then we will go, we need 2 of these. And then we will just create maybe a delay of some sort. All right. And also we need an out. We need, like, once setting the visibility is done, we need something else to be triggered. The easiest way to get it out or out from anything that does not have one is simply to why did I go to something else? It's simply to find something that does have an out. So I think like threshold, signal threshold has an out, right? See, it has an out. So I just go to the bottom. It says this emits out true. So I just copy that, and then I destroy that later on. But I place that inside of here, inside of the set visibility, and I also pay attention to where it is positioned inside the code. So this one, there were 3 after here, so maybe I'm going to need 3. So I'm just gonna test that out in a moment. So I'm gonna hit the enter button. I'm going to copy paste. Now I'm going to add out to here. I'm gonna add that. So capital O-U-T. And I think I'm gonna add just to be on the safe side. I think I might need to add another one of those, but you know what? I'm not gonna worry about it right now. We're just gonna check and see that it works. So I'm gonna hit play first, and hopefully nothing blows up. All right, so as you can see, one is dynamic, one is not. So we're gonna go, but nothing blew up. Let's change this one to static. Let's go back to the one that we have here and make sure that the setting visibility works. And so we want you to set like make it visible and invisible. Okay, so here's visible. Here you can't. No. Here it's invisible. Here when it's empty is invisible, I believe. When it's clicked is visible. Okay, excuse me. So as soon as it starts, we're going to set the visibility. It's already visible. Okay, after a delay of half a second, it's going to become invisible. Okay, and matter of fact, why we can make it simpler still, because just use what we already have. Okay, rid of that one. Right, so visible, invisible, it can't be both at once. So after the half a second delay, we set the visibility to now being invisible. And after it's done, it's going to be going to have another delay. I want it to blink um, from one state to another state. Okay. So after it's done, we're going to set it back to visible. So now we're going to hit play and we're going to hope for the best. This is what I'm kind of going for here. So we can see one. It doesn't look like it worked. So first, what I'm going to do, let's see, which one is this? This is the one with his mouth closed. This is the one that we want to be able to see right now. The game starts, however, yeah, that's the one we can still see in the first place. So I messed up on something. So first we should possibly check and see if our visibility thing is working, if our out is working. So to test that out, because I could have had it wrong, we go to color. I go to set color, and the color is black already. So we really don't need to do anything with that. All right, once that's set up, so now we're going to try, and once it gets out, the color should change black. So that's what it is. My out is not working. The solution may simply be to add another one of these brackets. So that's what I'm going to do. And let's see if that helped. No, that didn't help. It says here, head object component Set visibility. Line blank. Yeah, I probably don't need this. Okay, so I don't need that. What else am I missing? Signal threshold 1. Let's see what it looks like here. Oh, okay. It's basically this whole setup. So let's try this. Right? Because I have this dot emit out true. I thought I spelled out correctly, but maybe I didn't. Hmm. Ah, okay. I think I see what's going on. All right, so we're going to take this whole thing. We're going to copy it all. We're going to put it in the object that we actually can see, which is this one. I'm going to paste it there. Okay. Move it. We're going to take and remove it from here. All right. Now, when we hit play, let's see which one we're still. I'm hoping we're still seeing this one. Yeah, we're still seeing this one. Okay, so that's the one that's on top. The other one may be invisible, but we can't really see it at all. So, this one, we're going to set the visibility, and then we're going to make sure that it's out. So if that works, it should turn black. Yep. Okay, so our out is working. So now that we know that much, I think you probably could have logged that too. So after the visibility is set to visible, which it already is, we're going to wait a couple of seconds, and then we're going to set it to invisible. And after it's invisible, we're going to wait a couple seconds, and we're going to change it back to visible. All right, so now let's see what we get. And that cycle should repeat, as you guys can see. I think that's the easiest way to have loops. There we go. Check it out. Excellent, excellent. Um, so now if we want to speed that up, we just change this to like 1. We change this to like 1, and now we hit play. And I'm gonna move. First I'm gonna change this sunlight. I don't know what's been up with Buildbox's sunlight lately. But I have not been liking the way that it starts. Like it looks like this right here, but when you look at the regular sunlight of it looks weird. It looks like it has a shadow for no reason, or like there's a giant what is the word I'm looking for? There's a giant square on the field when there shouldn't be. And let's also, you don't have any camera UI, but let's go into the camera, zoom in, and we'll be able to see the character head on. I think I really like this. So we hit play. So that's how you can get your character to talk. Now, if you make a trigger, so you would make a trigger button for the talking, and then you can have every time you press the trigger button, the animation occurs. As you can see, since the character models are perfectly succinct on top of each other, you don't notice the other one disappearing, and um, you don't notice the other one disappearing or vice versa, which is pretty cool. Now, so this is just one of the ways that you get your character to talk. The same goes for blinking, so changing the PNG file or changing the model um will help. As you guys can see though, I just basically changed the PNG file. I didn't really need to make an entire another model. I think that was very, very unnecessary. Now later on I'm going to show you guys how to get the character to blink, and going to show you how to get the character to be able to move like a human. And then after we learn how to get the character to blink, we're going to learn how to be able to control the head of the character. um yeah, we're going to learn how to do that. And after we learn how to do that, we'll be done making a VTuber, right? Then we're just gonna put it all together in one video and see how well it goes. As I told you, I'm not an expert just yet, but I do like to help. And if this has been enjoyable for you, you know what to do. But if you don't know what to do, rate, comment, subscribe, upvote, follow, hit notification bell, so you know as soon as I put the newest content out. But most importantly, share. Remember, I am Debonair, and you know me as the host of this here channel known as Indie Year. It is a show where we get your games up and running as fast as we possibly can. All right? So please stay tuned to see more, and I hope to see you in the next video where we definitely will be tackling projects like this and others.